FlOSSTUBE. Welcome to Creative Whims Studio. You guys, today I can tell you right now it's gonna go long. I have oodles and oodles of things to show and share with you, and I'm so excited to do that. So welcome back, and welcome to anyone that's new. This is a channel about cross stitch, punch needle, and my art. I don't do cross stitch yet, but I design it, and I design punch needle. All the punch needle I do myself, but anyways, I just like to share all the creative whims that I do in my studio with you all. And I just start out with what happened last week. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I wasn't sure when my mom and Jerry were coming. So we were, we're just trying to get the bedroom done and just get things in order and just be ready, So Kevin and I went Friday, and well, let me back up. Thursday, hashtag Thursdays with Ellery and Easton. Total blast. Total fun. Just wonderful. Friday, we didn't intend on being gone all day shopping, but that's kind of how it ended up being. Started out with, I think it was a Hobby Lobby trip. I was looking for end tables for the sides for each side of the bed, for the room that we just remodeled, that my mom and Jerry are going to stay in. And those end tables, or not end tables, but bedside tables, nightstands, whatever you want to call them, I didn't care really what color they were, as long as they were made well, and I kind of wanted a drawer in them, and not too big, not too small. It was more about that. As far as color, it didn't matter, because when Kristen comes to town, her and I, for Witch Paint Wednesday, are going to paint both of the end tables to match the dresser that she's bringing with her when she comes from Tennessee. It's all going in that room. But anyways, Kevin and I, I had to get sheets for the bed, and a bedspread and decorative pillows, and you guys, I don't know how people that build a house and have to decorate every room and pick out everything from the doorknobs to the cupboard hinge, just everything. Because just getting this bedroom done, I just wasn't having any luck getting the colors that I needed. And anyways, I have it, the bed is all done and made up and everything, but I decided I don't like the coverlet that I bought. I'd rather have a bedspread. And it's in a cream color, but I don't like that. I'm gonna get a dark brown one instead. And then we have black curtains in there. So then we ended up going to Home Depot on Sunday and ordering blinds for both the windows, instead of having blinds in one window and then this black hideous curtain. Anyways, we're still working on that room, but it's gonna be gorgeous. They're coming the Tuesday after Labor Day. I can't wait. We had that, I don't know if I told you this, I don't know if we had the dumpster. I don't know, but we had a dumpster for the second time this year. The first time we had it in the spring down here at the studio, because we cleaned out the warehouse side, moved the whole pattern business over there, had a bunch of remodeling and stuff done over there in the spring. Well, this time we had the dumpster at the house. I cleaned out my storage room. He cleaned out, we have a big barn behind us here. He cleaned that out, the garage. We are purging. I have an entire vehicle full of things to donate, clothes, and some really cool Halloween decorations that I had to condense from 4 bins down to 1 bin. I told myself, whatever doesn't fit in 1 bin, you're not keeping, unless you can display it at your studio. So I have a couple little vignettes down here that's all Halloween that I just leave up all year. Because see, I don't decorate for Halloween. But the pieces that I kept in that one bin up there are like serving pieces. So if we did have company or something, you know, it'd be cute to have some Halloween dishes. So that's pretty much all I kept there. And then I made a cute little vignette. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that, of some cute Halloween things I just couldn't part with. What else did we do? I also cleaned in my studio some more. My entire kitchen area, which is right here, over here to my left. It was like maybe 3-foot pathway. Now it's like probably 7-8 foot pathway. Haha. Cleaned and organized all of that. Got rid of what I didn't need. Organized the things that I did need to keep. And so that it just feels so good, you guys. This is stuff that's been has needed to be done in just, I mean, the storage unit or the storage room in our basement has probably needed to be done like for 10 years. I mean, I've cleaned it and before, but like not like went through every single bin and clean, you know, so that, anyways, just like really purging and deep cleaning feels good. So anyway, announcements. I'm moving on, sorry. That's probably way too much life. Announcements. Oh, by the way, welcome September, or hello September. It is Sampler September, y'all. So I will be designing a sampler a week. I meant to work on one today, but I had too much prep for CW Live class tonight, and I just had a lot of things I needed to do. So I will start on the sampler. I was gonna start on the Quaker, Halloween Quaker sampler first, but I decided that one's going to be pretty intense, so I'm going to wait and start that next week, like work on it Monday, Labor Day. I don't know, we don't really have any plans, so if I'm home I'll be working on that. But anyways, I have another sampler that I have drawn out, and it's got a beautiful poem that is it's a take on scripture, but I reworded it. It has the same meaning, but I reworded it to kind of make it my own. So anyway, ow, look at me changing scripture. That sounds terrible. I don't like the way that sounded. I made it, I don't know. You'll see, just hold tight. But anyways, okay, so announcements. I finally nailed down some dates because I kept saying, yeah, my release is going to be October. Well, I just can't keep saying, oh yeah, it's going to be October. It's, you know, it could be October 1st, could be October 31st. So I decided to nail down the dates for you guys. So Monday, October 5th is when I will film a special video showing all the new releases. Probably the Friday before that, I will let all the shops know, so they can start posting it on their websites and stuff. And then a whole week will go by before I start shipping. That way it gives the shops enough time to get pre-orders and find out what people want. So then Monday, October 12th, we will start shipping. So you should have them in your hot little hands before the end of October. So that's really good. Feels good to finally make that decision, you guys. Now I have like this deadline and it will make me get it done, you know. Okay, I am making a little bit of progress on the stickers. I had a nice lady contact me that she makes stickers for her business, and we're working through things. You know, I hope it works out. She's going to send me some samples so that I can make sure that it's the quality I want, and that the color is vibrant enough. And anyways, so we're working together on that. So cross your fingers, say a little prayer. July and August. Okay, so July and August, hashtag we love our LNS. I call it like the COVID relief for our LNSs. So let me just inform you in case you're new here. Back in May for Stitch Mania, I call it Design Mania because I design a cross stitch every day in the month of May. Well, I designed one day, I would design something for my business, and then the next day I would design something for an LNS. Upon completion of designing that for an LNS, I had all of my LNSs, all of my customers that have a brick and mortar store, physical store. I had all their names in a hat. It was actually a basket, so I guess I lied. It wasn't in a hat, it was in a basket. And I would draw a name, and that design that I designed that day, would be paired up with that shop, okay? Now, the PDF is only available in my Etsy shop. And then the proceeds go to that shop. So I had planned on writing a check once a month, which I did at the end of May. I wrote checks. In the end of June, I wrote checks. Well, I was kind of late getting my June ones out, and then next thing you know, it's July, and the sales have really tanked on them, which makes sense. You know, they came out in May. I had one come out in June. So, you know, in June, everybody was buying them like crazy, and I was really promoting it too at that point too, so that helped. But anyways, just to give you an idea, in June, so there's 16 designs. In June, I wrote checks totaling $5,823. Okay, and that was, again, each store got a different amount because it depended on how they were paired up with a chart. I just had a thought. Looking back, if I ever do this again, I have a better idea of a way to do that. Yeah, if I do this again, I have a way to do it that would be more fair. But anyways, so the total that I sent out just today for July and August, so this is actually 2 months, was only $1,674. So it's down over $4,000. Actually more than that, because it's 2 months compared to the 1 month. Anyways, so what I decided to do is when I sent out the checks today to all the shops, I put a little note in there and said, okay, if you have stitched this and you have it fully finished, you know, the design that is paired up with your shop, if you have it stitched and fully finished, or if one of your customers will let you take a picture of their fully finished piece, I will feature it in my FlOSSTUBE video, and hopefully that will get you more sales. I am doing this until through the end of December. After December, then, you know, it's done. Not to say that you can't still buy the patterns. I don't know. I haven't made a decision on that. I've had some ideas. I thought about putting them all into a book. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. So, anyways, so if you go to my Etsy shop, I'll list it right here if you want to look up. It's etsy.com/shop/TreesaKogut. If you go there and you go to the search box and you put it in #WeLoveOurLNS, then all of those PDFs will come up. So, you know, if you haven't even heard about this, then there's some really cute designs in there. Anyways, I still want to support our shops. There's still a lot of people that are not comfortable going out and shopping. So I'm sure there's still not back to full capacity as far as, you know, how many customers normally walk through the door. So anyway, we want to continue to support them. Okay. That's it for announcements. Let's go on to Q&A. I have to get this ready on my phone, and I should have had it ready first, and I didn't. My bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Excited. Liz Matthews just dropped her FlOSSTUBE video showing her new releases. So, oh, I want to stop right now and watch that. Who doesn't love Liz Matthews? Really? Like everyone loves Liz Matthews. All right, so let me go to my channel. Let's look up. Shh. Stop that. We're going to go down to the questions. Hubby doesn't know I'm recording right now, and he's mowing the lawn, but that's okay. We'll survive, right? I have the air turned off, so I might not survive. It's getting in the 80s this week. It was supposed to be only in the 70s, and then this week's going to be in the 80s, but then next week's going to be like upper 60s, low 70s. I'm like, yes! Okay, C. Nordback, she said, I love all of the cats that you have created. Will they be in more of your Punchneedle designs? Hint, hint. So she's talking about the silhouettes and how they were. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure exactly what cat she's talking about. I know a lot of people liked those vintage looking cats I showed last week. But yes, you know, the Halloween thing, come October, I'm going to challenge myself to design a small Halloween design every single day. Pretty much like I did for Design Mania, but this will be all Halloween. That's why I wanted to show you all that work. And today I'm showing you all my autumn work. Let's see, let's go find more questions. All right. Oh wow, okay, I'm sorry. Shelly Nichols, she said, oh wow, I love this series with the dancing owl and the Scylla witches, and love seeing your designs in dinnerware, meaning I drew them out to be dinnerware. She said, when was the last time you pulled this artwork out to look at it? A long time, a really long time. I have purchased bags, like cello bags, or like the bags that charts come in, but like all these big sizes to put all this artwork in because I want to preserve it. So I have all the bags. I've had the bags forever, but I'm still in this organizing and cleaning mode, which I hope never goes away. And I plan on bagging everything. So it's going to be fun because I mean, obviously I've already looked at the fall and the Halloween, but I have bins of artwork, tons and tons of Christmas artwork. And maybe when it gets closer to the holidays, like I'm thinking after Thanksgiving, maybe every single FlOSSTUBE in December, I can go through my Christmas artwork. I have been showing a lot of my Christmas artwork on my CreateTube videos, but I know a lot of you don't watch that, so I'll probably do that here in December. So yeah, I can't tell you the last time I looked at all that. Matter of fact, I got a surprise for later. Okay, Judy Crochet Stitches and Threads. Let's see, what does she ask? She said, I love all the fabrics. As a quilter, I have been collecting Halloween fabrics for years. I've not seen yours before, but I love them. Also, I have a question. Are your figurines still available for purchase anywhere? Well, Judy, my son is posting, or listing, I should say, things in my Etsy shop a lot lately because 'tis the season. Everyone's like starting to think about Christmas gifts and things like that. Plus he has some Halloween things that he's going to be putting on there, and obviously you want to put that on there now. But basically, if we find figurines to sell, because this back barn behind my studio, I mean, there was, in my heyday of licensing, see, I would get samples for everything that was created with my work. And it got to a point where, I mean, I donated a ton to Holy Rosary. I never donated Halloween things to Rosary because that just seemed odd to me. It's a Catholic church. I don't know. I just didn't want to offend anyone, and I just... So anyways, what I'm getting at is sometimes I couldn't keep up as well. Like, the things would come in the summer, and then, you know, we'd put them in the barn, and then I'd forget about them by the time school started back up and I could donate them for the auction dinner. So you know, he's finding some things, some really cool things that I forgot were even made. So just keep watching my Etsy shop. Ryan is listing a lot of things and a lot of cool stuff. Okay, so Vicky Loyal, she said, oh, she wanted to share a punch needle tip. Let's see, did she reply to me? Cool. Okay. So all of you that do punch needle, this is a really cool tip if you punch with 6 strands. She said, I wanted to share a punch needle tip. I'm a beginner, so everyone else may already do this. But anyway, my tip is that when I am punching with DMC, you can slide the 2 paper tags off the skein and carefully open the skein, which will create a ring of floss that I slip onto my left arm like a floss bracelet, and then when I punch, I don't have to keep rethreading. It works like a charm. If I don't use all of the floss, I just slide the number tag back on the floss for later use. That is so cool, Vicky. The only problem is, for me, that doesn't work because I punch with 3 strands. Some of my bigger pieces could be probably punched with 6 strands, but my smaller pieces with the fine detail, I just prefer to punch with 3 strands. So that's what I asked her. I said, you must be punching with 6 strands then. She said yes. So, but that is a really cool tip. I love it. All right, DM Thomas. She said, oh my gosh, the trick or treaters were adorable. Please make them into cross stitch, and the silhouettes are brilliant. Patent it. I love it. The Halloween panel with the trick or treaters. Where can I buy it? Truly, I want it. Love it. Amazing. I love the bright colors for Halloween. Old school me. She says she's 67. So DM Thomas, you may be able to search it in Google. I don't know. But this was what I read on the Salvage Edge when that was released. Wasn't it 2010? Did it say on the Salvage Edge? I think it, anyways, it's older fabric that you're probably not going to be able to find anywhere. But I can tell you it's marcusfabrics.com, or actually when they're not going to have it for sale anymore, so you don't want to go to marcusfabrics.com, but you could go into Google and put in Marcus Fabrics and then put a space, Teresa Kogut Halloween Party. That's the name of the line, is Halloween Party. So you never know. People, you know, may have an extra stash and they're trying to get rid of it, and you might find it on eBay or something. So hopefully you can find it that way. Sheila Hudson, let's see, what did she ask? Okay, so she's a crafter, and she says, sometimes you just never have enough time to do all the things you think of. Do you ever feel that way? Yes, I feel that way. Matter of fact, I just mentioned that on Instagram, that there is just not enough hours in the day to do all the things I want to do. I want to get back into rug punching. I have a rug on my frame right now. I started it months ago. I think it was still in the winter. It's a nice winter project. I do it in the basement. I have this huge frame so I can do large rugs. And so I'm thinking once, you know, we hunker down, November, December, you know, in the winter months, I'll get back to working on those. So I think that's it. That was it for questions. All right, whips. Y'all, I remembered my punch needle this time. I'm nearly done. So this is going to, I don't know if it's going to be the cover for the punch needle book. I don't know. But I love it. It's different because, so I already have one called My Black Hen. So I wanted to make sure that this one looked way different than that one, which I think I accomplished that. We used to have chickens. Oh, I wish I remember the name of these kind of chickens. I will put it, I will list it, or, you know, here below. I can't remember this kind of breed or whatever you call them. But we had, like, I think 6 of them, and a dog killed 3, and I don't know, we just had terrible luck. And I think, oh, a coyote got one right outside my kitchen window. So basically, I think because they're white and they're easy to see, they're like a target on their back, you know. But anyway, I love these kind of chickens. They're so pretty. So everything is basically black, white, grays, a little bit of red, and then the yellow. So even I decided just to keep with the gray for the flowers, for the grass, and for the leaves. So it's not like tons of color. I didn't want green in it because my Black Hen has a lot of green in it, and I just wanted this to be really different. Okay, finishes. So in my cleaning frenzy, I found this. I don't know if I've showed this before. If I did, forgive me, but it's so perfect for this time of year. This is PN065, I think, Crow to Crow. And I love it. And it's just on an old vintage horn book that I bought. February 2010 is when wow, 2010. That's when that fabric was designed. Interesting. So anyways, it's basically, this is like a heart-shaped. The vine is a heart-shaped, and the crows are kind of nose to nose. And I'm telling you what, this color palette, I'm in love with it. So I have to use this color palette. I'm going to look up the threads and use this color palette in some of the Halloween things that I'm going to design. I love it. And then I also have my finishes for, this is from CW Live. This was my attempt at creating a painting that looks like a chalkboard painting, but is actually all acrylic paint. And I was kind of nervous about it because I'd never tried it before, and here I am live with my class, with the members of CW Live, and I'm just like off the cuff, just go for it. And I love it. It turned out really cool, and I really think it does look like chalk is on there. And many, 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 many of you said you need to chart that. So that's a possibility. If I chart it, I mean, this is something that probably wouldn't come out until obviously 2021, because we're rounding the corner here on 2020. Aren't y'all glad about that? Okay, and then Autumn is finished. So I worked on Autumn during Witch Painting Wednesday with my friend Kristen. So on Wednesdays, Kristen and I paint together. She's in Tennessee, I'm in Michigan. And we get together at 2 o'clock Eastern time and we paint live and we chit chat with each other. We chit chat with everyone that's on the live, and it's a total blast. We tell jokes, we ask interesting questions and thought-provoking things and silly things. And let me just tell you, the jokes are as corny as they can get, but it's so much fun. So anyways, her and I, normally when we go live, it's for about an hour to an hour and a half. I think it was like 2.5 hours that we went live, because what she was working on, she wanted to finish, and I wanted to finish my painting as well. So I got her finished last Wednesday, and then even did the crackle and everything. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen her, but I will give you a close-up here. This is all scrapbook paper underneath her. So the scrapbook paper, a lot of it had these pretty flowers on it, but then there were other spots on her dress that had a different kind of scrapbook paper. So I had to hand paint some of the flowers just so it would all tie in. And then I love this little bird. So this little bird was actually a blue jay. My reference photo was a blue jay, but I'm like, no, her name is Autumn. This is a fall painting. I'm actually going to hang this in the newly remodeled bedroom, because I just love her. And then this painting is so tall, I don't know if you can see her beautiful little face. Oh, my hand's in the way. I love her full lips. I love her crazy hair and those flowers in her hair. I don't know, I just love everything about this painting. So that is that. Oh guys, so for CW Live tonight, I'm so excited about what we are working on. Tonight's project, we are starting on these stackable boxes. They're paper mache, they're oval shaped, and they're gonna be early American folk art. And the drawings I did for the lids are so cool, and the sides will have an element out of the drawing on the lid that will be painted around the side. I mean, they're gonna be awesome. We're gonna grunge them up, sand them, and antique them, and it's gonna be one of my favorite projects. I just know it is. By the way, if you're interested in CW Live, the next session, which is session 3, yes, starts October 6th. Oh, he's gonna mow down here at the pond or around the studio. So I left my dog outside, so I wouldn't have to worry about her barking. Now I have to contend with the mower. I'm just gonna wait a little bit so it's on the other side of the pond. Okay, I'm so distracted now. Okay, so that's, oh, and then, so for you, I didn't get anybody emailing me, showing me their finishes of my designs. So, however, I do have some of the shops that we're doing the COVID relief thing for, hashtag we love our LNS. Some of the shops did send me photos of their fully finished piece. So I'm going to go ahead and share what I have now. Some of the other shops have not sent me those, so hopefully they'll start emailing those in as well. But anyways, just a friendly reminder, if you have stitched anything of mine and you want it to be shown here on my FlOSSTUBE, I would so love it. It's a great way to show people other ways of finishing it, different linens that you use, and you know, maybe you didn't use the called for colors for the floss, and it just helps people make choices as they are deciding what they want to do. So anyway, what I'm going to do is insert the photos and then just do a voiceover for those designs. Oh yeah, so if you do want to be featured, all you have to do is email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com. It's in the description box below as well. First we have Tilly Sows, benefiting Keepsakes of Cincinnati, Ohio. Next is Sadie's Garden, benefiting Primitive Homespun Wool and Needlework of Frederick, Maryland. And last but not least, we have Soar, benefiting Craft Gallery of Findlay, Ohio. Oh, so I just got a new laptop, y'all, and I'm really working hard. Matter of fact, my older laptop is up at the house right now. I bought all these external hard drives, 2 terabyte external hard drives, and I'm backing everything up because my computer my old computer that's down here is getting old, and I backed up that whole computer. I'm backing up my whole laptop. I've backed up, this is gonna sound crazy, I have backed up my external hard drives as well. And then all of these new 2 terabyte external hard drives, once I get everything backed up, I'm just going to store them. Because I have had 2 external hard drives die on me because I used the living crud out of them. I mean, they only last so long. So anyways, everything is backed up. I'm also in the process of getting all of my charts, everything, on Dropbox. That way we can access them no matter what computer we're on, wherever we're at in the world, if we need to print something. So yeah, I'm telling you, this year is the year of being organized. I'm feeling so good. Matter of fact, yesterday, this is a side note, yesterday I wrote down all the things that we accomplished in our personal life and our business life. Holy cow, we have done, I'm like astonished really at how much we have done. So I guess COVID is a horrible thing, but you know, it forced us to stay home and we really got a lot of things done. So I guess if you have to look at the bright spot, that would be it, right? Okay, so here comes my husband again with that darn mower. Oh my gosh, okay, 1 minute please. Okay. Oh, I never finished my haul. Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry. I was talking about how I got a new laptop. So I got this new laptop, and my old laptop my husband's going to use. Okay. Well, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. No, it was just this last week. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, no, it was 2 weeks ago. God, during CW Live, my laptop would not connect to the Wi-Fi. I'm so sorry guys about this loud mowing. So my laptop would not connect to the Wi-Fi. I was using my phone to record with, to do the live lesson. So I had to get my husband, thank God he was down here, and I said, I need to use your phone. So anyways, I decided to get an iPad Pro because it's basically like a large phone. So I got the iPad Pro, guys. So now I got to figure out how to use that by tonight's lesson. No, I don't have to do it by tonight's lesson. But the other thing that I got, which also I will be showing you in What's New in Etsy, is a laptop sleeve. So I have one for my other laptop, but the company that I got that from, they don't do custom work anymore. So anyways, I These are nice. They zip. They are like, let me show you up close. Look at the inside. Look how soft that is. So they make it in the 15-inch, which is what I have here for my new laptop. And then they make it in a 13-inch. So I just ordered another one just this morning because I need to put this in one of them as well. So anyway, those laptop sleeves are in my Etsy shop now. Keep in mind, this is print on demand and drop shipped. So if you, let's say you order a laptop sleeve and you order some patterns as well, you'll get the patterns way quicker than you're gonna get the laptop sleeve. They will be shipped separately. I will send you your patterns, and then the company that prints and makes these will send that separately. But they make them on demand. Like, there's not inventory of it. So they'll print it, sew it, and send it directly to you. I don't even touch it. So keep that in mind if you order a laptop sleeve, or if you order my t-shirts, or if you order the tote bags that are on my Etsy shop. They all come from the same company, but it is, you know, print on demand and shipped directly to you. Okay, next is Whims of the Past. So for Whims of the Past, I am going to show you all of my harvest artwork. So hold that thought, I'll be right back. Okay, I showed you the Halloween one that goes with this. These I painted, this was the Halloween one. So these I painted, they were garden flags. So a little teddy bear garden flag. This is an actual print. Autumn Nights. I don't know where the original is, but watch me find it now as I'm going through all this. But I didn't want to leave this one out. I absolutely love this one. This would be really cute as a cross stitch. This little, I love the moon, but I love this little scarecrow. And I love, well, I guess it's more Halloween then because it's got pumpkins with faces carved out. Whatever. But they're playing music. Like, he's got a violin or a guitar or whatever. And I could actually leave the pumpkins out or just make the pumpkins stationary so it's more fall. But look at the mice, y'all. Can you see the mice on the fence dancing and stuff? Oh, I just love it. Super fun. I gotta speed this up, man. It's gonna be over an hour. I gotta let my dog in. Hold on. All right, this one is Autumn Splendor. I love this. It's so pretty. My husband just stopped the mower right outside my door. Like, he's doing something to the mower. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyways, this I think is super pretty. And I love the border with all the leaves. Share thy bountiful harvest. Oh, I wonder what the number was on that one. That one was 1155. So yeah, that's old. This one is 1282. I love this one too. I love the background with the leaves and the swirls. And who doesn't love a crow with a blue wing? Cornucopia. I love blue and brown together. Love that. Then we have Autumn Splendor. Cute little teddy bear. This was also a garden flag. Number 1331. Oh, this guy, I love him. This is 1420 Harvest Scarecrow. I love him. I love that funky bird. Cheryl Jensen, Stitching with the Sisterlies. This is the only thing I have that has a pilgrim and an Indian. She said that it's so hard to find a pilgrim with, you know, pilgrims and Indians. This is the only thing I have. I mostly have just the pilgrims, but I think that is the most precious thing. I love it. I don't know, y'all. Are you into teddy bears enough for me to chart that? Okay, here is a cute one. This one was from the teddy bear calendar. it was for November 2006, $14.96 fall flowers. Just your basic cute little teddy bear. Oh, I love this one. This is $15.39. This was for a calendar I did for Legacy Publishing called, what was it called? Primitively Whimsical. Primitively Whimsical? Something like that. Anyway, Fallen for You. Fallen for You. Get it? Look how cute those snowman, those scarecrow faces are. Are you kidding me? I love it. Yeah, I got it. That one I think for sure. In the bittersweet in the border. I love that. Who doesn't love bittersweet, right? So yeah, that would be really cute charted on a green, like a light green fabric. Oh. Alrighty then. This one is 2150 Autumn. This is November 2010 image, probably for my From the Heart calendar. But what I think is unique about this one is this is all watercolor, but the border is actually acrylic, and I did a crackle on it. So I thought that was unique because who knew you could crackle on a watercolor paper, right? I love this little Lumina pumpkin there. Okay, here we are with some more Pilgrims. 1869 is the number. Give thanks. November 2008 for the teddy bear calendar. I mean, how graphic is that? Poor little turkey. Just, aw. It's kind of violent. Give thanks for what God has provided. I love it though. And I like that border with the leaves. Getting into some really old ones here. Number 601, this is called Pumpkin Garland. 601, you guys. This is like, I wish it had a year. Does it have a year? No. We're talking old as the hills here. So this was for the teddy bear calendar back in the day. They're dressed up like little scarecrows. Well, the one is. He's dressed up. Oh, I just noticed he's got a little mouse in his pocket. Oh, how cute. That's an oldie. Here's another oldie. This is this is older than that one. This is number 435. Oh, October 2002 calendar image. Oh no, I must have painted it in October 2002. Autumn's Beauty, because this is definitely not Halloween, this was fall. But I love it. Oh my gosh, he's out there singing. Find joy in Autumn's beauty. Maybe you guys can't hear him, but he's got his earbuds in. And he's singing to the top of his lungs. Number 368, can you see that? That's a really old one. More fun scarecrows. This is back when I first started and I outlined everything. I drew it all with ink first, India ink. So I don't know if you can see the thin black lines, but yeah. This one is number 646. Share Thy Bounty. And it's a sweet, sweet, sweet face. Look at the face on that teddy bear. I love the border, checkered, and then it's got that bittersweet, but it's a little teddy bear angel. And I love the turkey. It's quite the bounty. Oh, I love this painting. This is number 1434 Apple Basket. Here it comes again. This was from the Heart. This was back, obviously, when I was really into Longaberger. Oh my gosh. Man, speaking of Longaberger, y'all, I used to be a Longaberger consultant. And I have way more baskets than I'm ever going to use. I mean, I do use them. I have them down here at my studio. I have them displayed all over down here. I also use them here in the studio. I use them at the house, but I have them on display at the house. But in that storage room, I have a ton that I need to sell. So I told my husband, I said, you know, instead of trying to sell them all individually and making myself crazy, I'm thinking instead of just doing like a huge lot of them and say, okay, for this price you can have all these baskets. Because I have a ton of them, and especially the Easter ones, I don't decorate with Easter, and I don't really like, I mean, I don't decorate with purple and all that jazz, so I have so many baskets. Oh my gosh, we used to go, because my best friends, like 3 of my best friends and myself, we were all consultants, so we would go to the Bee every year down in Dresden, Ohio, where they made the baskets. And we would buy so much. It was ridiculous how much money we spent. But my friend said, I swear they could take a dog turd and stamp Longaberger on it and I would buy it. Is that the funniest thing you've ever heard or what? Oh my goodness, that is so funny. All right, so hold on, I got a line of dinnerware going here that I designed and tried to get someone to, I'm trying to piece it together here. All right, I think that's it. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. I had to make sure I had everything. So this was not my favorite line. I don't even remember why I did this. I don't know if somebody asked me to do it and then nothing came of it or what. But anyways, what was this called? Dried leaves. I don't know. The number's 2418. So this, and it says on the back, replace chipmunks. So was that supposed to be maybe in the center of that? I'm guessing, because these are my chipmunks. So they're very not, I don't know. They're very graphic, I guess you could say. Everything is very graphic. And then here's my squirrels, which, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be cute as a punch needle? Or, well, punch needle too, but cross stitch was what I was trying to say. And then I've got these pumpkins with, you know, very stylized leaves. You know, it's very different for me. Somebody asked me to do it, but nothing came of it. So the very stylized leaves, but I love this border going around. Wouldn't that have been a cool plate? So basically I painted this much, and then in Photoshop I just piece it all around. And so that was like the big plate. Here was another rendition of a plate. And everything give thanks. It's got those same stylized leaves. And then this one with the plaid down below. I love that. So, I don't know, was there a name for that line? I don't think so. Autumn Delight, Folk Floral. Autumn Delight, Folk Floral, that's what that was. Okay, so, oh, stuff's falling. It's alright. Okay, so I showed you that one image. This one, Autumn Splendor. Well, I made it into a plate. Wouldn't that have been pretty dinnerware? So that was one of the things that really would get to me about licensing, is that, you know, you would do all this work and a lot of times nothing would come of it. And it was called spec work, and I finally got to a point where I told my agent, I'm not doing spec work anymore. Because see, when I first started licensing my work, if they told you to, or asked you to paint something and design something, it's because they were going to use it. Then the industry got inundated with tons of artists coming into the industry for licensing, so then they had the upper hand. So then they would say, okay, out of these 10 artists, I want you all to design dinnerware. And unbeknownst to me, I didn't know this, that I was being paired up, or not paired up, but that I was in competition with these people because I was just used to, if they said paint it, they were going to use it. And so I'm painting all this stuff and they weren't using it. I'm like, what's going on? Well, anyways, I found out it's called spec work, and you're basically doing this spec work along with 10, 15 other artists, and they pick one or two. So I told my agent, after spending a million hours painting stuff that never did anything, never went anywhere, I said, I'm done with that. I'm not doing that anymore. So I was getting really irritated. Can you tell it's coming through my voice? This one is 3060 Autumn Wreath. This was November 2013 calendar image. A little cutie pie inside that really super cool wreath. I love it. Here's a newer one. This is 4143 Scarecrow in Cornfield. So this is in the 4000s. This was part of my Whimsy 365 that I painted. Love him. This one is also from Whimsy 365, 4142 Pumpkin Patch. This one is 4141 Harvest House. Very light pastel-y for me. This one, 4187 Funky Turkey. Instead of Funky Chicken, Funky Turkey. And again, that's from my Whimsy 365. Then we have 4144 Pumpkin Spice, which I think is hilarious. It's like the Spice Girls. This is Pumpkin Spice. It's one of my Whimsy chicks from the Whimsy 365 series. Here's another Whimsy chick. I love and adore this. 4163 My Coffee. Okay, so check it out. It's this cute little cat. He's got a little striped tail, little striped legs. He's got a cute, cute little hat on. He's holding up his coffee. What is he sitting on? This little girl, this little Whimsy chick's head. And look at her face. She is obviously irritated that this cat is on her head holding her coffee. So that's why I named it My Coffee. She's like, no, that's my coffee. He's like, no, that's my coffee. No, it's my coffee. No, it's my coffee. Looks like the cat won on that one. Okay, 2538 Autumn's Delight. This, oh, I really love this one. This was for the Legacy calendar, from the Heart calendar. I wish I had a year on this, but I don't. But I think that's just so pretty. And that, you know, if I charted that, that would have to be one of my full coverage pieces or in confetti stitching, just so that you could get that detail. I mean, look at all the detail. The gourd and the sunflower and the bear and the robin with, oh, I love it. Here is a real old one. This is the oldest one I think we've shown you guys. This is 154 Autumn Harvest. This was for the bear calendar back when I first started. It could have been the very first bear calendar, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. But look. That's back when I would draw it with ink first and then paint it. As you can see, it's just a little bit more rudimentary, but it's still cute. Then we have 1486 Happy Harvest. This was for that pocket calendar. I think I mentioned that before, where it was like the date pad and then it had a pocket. This was the pocket, and you could put cards and appointment cards and things in the pocket. Guess what? I found Autumn Nights. Here's the original. I showed you guys the print. It's always way better to see the original because the color is more true. Love it. Here's another old one. This one is number 202. So this was October. I painted this in October 2001, so it was probably the 2002 calendar. But I love, look at, like seriously, every single one of those little squares could be a small, like a little ornament. Don't you think? Here comes some more again, guys. I know you've missed it. Anyways, pumpkin cider. Or pumpkins and cider. Pumpkins for $5. Cider, a glass for 25 cents or a pitcher for $3. So funny. All right, welcome to my pumpkin patch, number 290. So I think this was made into fabric, so I'm just gonna kind of go slow. Hold on, it's gotta focus. So you can see all the detail. All right, so we got a cat, we got mums and crows and pumpkins and gourds and a scarecrow and another cat and another scarecrow. Okay. All right, this was one of my favorites, Autumn Bear, number 337. This was made into a flag for Toland. But look at black and navy checked sweater. Are you kidding me? How adorable. I just love this. And I love that there's like crows on the border. And in this border it says, so on the bottom it says harvest. And then on the sides, oh, that one says leaves. This says autumn, and then this one over here says fall. So that's kind of fun, something different. This is number 707, the color of autumn. I painted this in October of 2003, so it's probably for the 2004 calendar. But this is really different for me. This was when I got into my, oh yeah, that's right. This was for a floral calendar, folk floral calendar. I can't remember who published that, but it was very watery, and I even used some charcoal and colored pencil in this. But it's got a nice purple background that can read kind of, I mean, it reads dark. It's not like a bright purple. I think that's really pretty. All right, this one is number 572, Cornucopia. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his love endures forever. Psalm 107:1. I really love that. Ooh, here's an oldie but goodie. I had this as Punchneedle, and also this was made into a rug with Park Designs. This is number 1775, Black Crows. Super prim, love it. This was fabric, Harvest Moon, 1145 is the number, Harvest Moon, and it was the scenic. So they made this into like an all over fabric, but it's basically just scarecrows and in the cornfields and stuff. All right, Uncle Ted's Orchard. You pick. 2092 Uncle Ted's Orchard. This was November 2009 calendar. I don't know what these were painted for. I wonder if it says on the back. It doesn't say on the back. There's not even a title or a number or anything on the back of this one, so I have no idea what that was painted for. But just little wagons and a wheelbarrow with apples and gourds and pumpkins. I love this border with the corn. And then this one, oh, this one has a number, 1955, and I love this border is actually Indian corn. I think that's so fun. So it's cornucopias, again, apples, gourds, pumpkins. Okay, this was 1979 Sweetest Season. Look how cute that fat cat is. And I love the apples with a little bird on it. Autumn, the sweetest season. Be Grateful. This is a newer one. Oh, it doesn't have a number on it, but I can tell it's newer because of the color. That's for the teddy bear calendar. This was for the teddy bear calendar, Peace and Plenty. I want to say this was just in the last couple of years was in the calendar. Teddy bear calendar image, Give Thanks. This one, it's called Sunflower Patch, number 3322. And then this one is Happy Fall, 1659. This is actually a punch needle. It's retired now, but just recently, I think it was when I did the Instagram sale. Okay, so I just find this funny. So what I think happened is this. So I don't know who asked me to paint this. The number is 1928. So I painted this border. I don't know, I'm thinking it was for like a kitchen towel or something, like at the bottom, you know how they have that piece. So I have all these super cool crows. Like, I love these crows. I love these scarecrows. It's so cute. Well, can you see much difference? Tell me right now. Tell me. What is the difference between this one? Get a good look at it. What's the difference between that one and this one? Right. Less crows, and instead added some corn. Now that was obviously back when I didn't know how to do Photoshop, or I would have just painted the corn and Photoshopped it in and Photoshopped out the crows. So you can see that he's bigger than the ones on the side, and there's way less crows. I mean, I repainted even the checkerboard, for crying out sideways. That's insane. The things I did. Okay, so here, the rest of these are going to be lampshades, candle lampshades. This is $15.99. This is a bunch of roosters. He's pecking at the Indian corn. A little chicken, a rooster, and another little chicken. And I love all the gourds. I love everything about this. Then we have a couple different scarecrow ones. So I don't know if this one is number $15.98. I love scarecrows. I've got to do some of these scarecrows in cross stitch and punch needle too. Like, look at him. He is so fun. And then I've got this one. This is $15.98. And what was that other one? 15. Oh my Lord, they're both $15.98. So what happened evidently is I painted one of them and then they decided they wanted something different. So basically I changed it for them and repainted it. So this one has sunflowers. The color palette's different. There's only 2 scarecrows. And the scarecrows aren't quite as prim. I love their checkered little shirts. That's it, guys. Lord have mercy. Oh, actually I have one more. This was made for Village Candle, for a candle label. I don't know where the original painting is, but I have prints of this where it says frost on the pumpkin. So get it, frost on the pumpkin. And it has a border and everything on it. But he's so cute. Would that not be a really cute, small, super cute? That's it. I'm done. That was a lot of paintings, but I didn't want to drag it into next week, so we just went for it. Okay, weekly whims. No, whims of the week is what I'm calling it. I used to call it weekly whims, but that sounds weird. Whims of the week. All right, Pure Leaf black tea. Pure Leaf tea. Comes in bottles, super handy to have on hand. For me, if I want to make a mixed drink, I take bourbon and some lemon and then pour in the black tea. Very refreshing, very summery, so good. But I mean, just the black tea itself is delish. I'm not big into sweet tea, but they do make it. They do have it with sweet tea as well. Okay, organic riced cauliflower. It's low carb. You find it in the frozen section. Kevin bought some. He's so sweet. He thought of me when he was grocery shopping because he went by himself last week. And he, you know, I try to keep the carbs down, but yeah, I miss pasta and rice and bread and all that. Well, this is very rice-like, and it's good. So check that out. I have a new app on my phone. What is it called? It's called Art Rooms, and it's super cool. I can go in, I open the app up, and then I can choose a room setting that I like. It can be a bedroom, a living room, family room, office, whatever. And then I can I have to have the picture on my phone, obviously, but then I can insert one of my paintings and it will show what it looks like hanging on the wall in someone's home or someone's office. That thing is super cool. It's expensive. It's a tool for an artist, so it's like 60 bucks a year. So that's not bad at all for an artist. It's not something necessarily that just the average person would want to do, but you never know. Somebody could be watching this that says, oh my gosh, my niece could use that, or my nephew could use that, or my son, or whatever. So I wanted to bring that up. And then I have 2 recipes I want to share with you guys. Fried zucchini. I know everyone has these 2 recipes I'm going to mention to you. I'm sure everyone has this in their whatever cookbook or recipe box or whatever, but I don't know. I found these 2 recipes online and we love them. I've made the fried zucchini twice now. It has, you know, so just some different herbs on it and some Parmesan cheese, and my son Ryan loves it, and I was like, wow, that actually surprised me. And then tomato, cucumber, onion recipe. Y'all, I know you have made that as well, but this one just had some different things in it, and then when you put it on your plate, you top it with some feta cheese. Oh my gosh. I had that we made that last Thursday when the grandbabies were here, and I made their plate, but I didn't put that salad on it because I didn't think they'd like it. And when I came over and sat next to Ellery, she always looks at my plate like, what do you have that I don't have? And she's pointing to it. She said tomato. So I'm like, I'll give her some. She mowed it down. She ate the onions, the cucumbers. She ate everything in it. I couldn't believe it. With feta cheese, everything. She loved it. So that was really cool. Okay, what's new in the Etsy shop, guys? I'm going to work really hard to get prints on there. Some of the autumn prints, so mention ones that you would like to see in prints. I have a lot of Halloween prints that y'all wanted to see in my Etsy shop, so I'm going to work on that within the next week. And then I got to get some of my originals on there because I am storing originals in my studio like crazy, and I don't have room for everything anymore. So I really want to start selling some more of my originals. So that's coming. But what do we have now? Ryan has been working really hard on photographing and logging and listing new things in the Etsy shop. So this is a Demdeco ornament that is absolutely gorgeous. Not available anywhere that I know of, but it's glass and it's got angelic vision on the front, and it's just really pretty, and it's big. So he has, I don't know how many of those, 2 or 3 of those in there. Then he has this. As I was cleaning my studio, I found I have 2 of these. I don't need 2 of these, y'all. This is Yankee Candle Company, and it's a tart burner. So you just put the tarts in the top, and then you put a candle back here, and it melts the tarts, and it's wonderful. He also listed, he's got I don't know, a couple of these at least. This is Park Designs, and it is applique. It's not wool applique, but it's just nice, really nice fabric. Anyways, I want to give you a little bit of a close-up of the stitching and the different patterns that are on the fabric. It's really, really cute. And look, how cool is that? These are little buttons on the end. So he has that on there. I think that's it for Rye. And then I listed some things as well. I found this tote bag that I didn't realize I had, and I love it. This is called Among the Reds. So I have this one in my Etsy shop. The one that says it's just quantity of 1, that's the one I can ship right away. You can also, if this sells but you still want it, you can order it and it will be drop shipped and sent to you from the company that makes them. Then I also listed some more of the blackened wax ornaments. Easy for me to say there, isn't it? Love these. Oh my gosh, my studio smells amazing because I have these sitting right on my table. And this one is so cute, isn't it? And then you always gotta have a sheepie. I mean, it just wouldn't be a good day without a good sheep. Look at the detail in that. Oh, I love it. And I only have a couple of each of those, so. And when they're gone, they're gone. I'm not gonna carry that in my shop anymore. It's just, it's too much. I'm not gonna do it. So once these are gone, they're gone. Okay. Also, something that I found when I was cleaning out my storage room was all of these Primitives by Kathy ornaments. I have a bag full of them. I'm going to keep a few for finishing. So I love these. They got homespun, what do you call it, fabric on them. They have a wire hanger. So there's snowflakes, there's snowmen, which I think the faces on these snowmen are a little bit frightening, but I would repaint this and paint the face a little bit better. But I don't know if see, we used to have a little retail shop years and years ago, and I think we bought these to sell and then we never did. So I guess it's just snowflakes and snowmen. So what I'm getting at is this. I'm not selling these, I'm giving these away. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to just throw these in orders randomly. So until they're gone, and when they're gone, they're gone. But like I said, I'm going to keep a few because these would be really great for finishing. Don't you think? I think they're really cool. Okay. All right, guys. I totally forgot to show you this. So when remember I said I had a surprise for you? Well, this is the surprise. Hold on. Let me get this stuff out first. Okay. Now, sorry, but Ryan is going to be listing this set. So this set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So it's a 5-piece set. I'm going to show you a wide view right there. That's all 5 pieces. Now, this is what's interesting. This is, remember the fabric I showed you last week? If you did not see my video last week, go watch it. Basically, this company, they didn't license my designs. What they did is they purchased my fabric and then they made these, I think it's called melamine or melanine plastic serving pieces out of it. Okay, so this is basically, they cut my fabric and they put it in between these two, whatevers, and then probably heated it up and it sealed together. Anyways, at the time I had a licensing agent, and she found these at a store and bought them all up and sent them to me. I've never used them. They're clean as the day I got them. And then this was the border. And it's so funny because you all were like, oh, I love, the Silhouettes dinnerware that you designed. You should still try to, get someone to do that. And then as I was cleaning out my storage unit or storage room in my basement, I found a box full of all this stuff. I had completely forgotten about it. So again, that's made from my quilting fabric. This one's cool. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, you can if I do that. That is like basically 4 spots where you can put condiments or whatever, candies or whatever. And then here, this is just like a bowl. Same with this, and they all have black on the background. So that's a 5-piece set, okay? So he's going to sell that as a set. Then we have a set over here, and this is super cute. I mean, they're both cute, but that's just stars and swirls. Same thing. They just used my fabric and then they sealed it. I don't know how they make this stuff, but this is a cute little tray. And there's that stinking witch with that adorable dancing cat on her broom. Is that not adorable? So that's a little piece. This is a little dish. Here's a bigger dish. Aren't they cute? And then look at this little napkin holder. It's got a little thing so that your napkins don't blow away. And look, these napkins, actually, I licensed these napkins. Somebody made these napkins. They don't quite fit perfectly in there. It says right here. Creative Papers. Anyways, oh, duh, C.R. Gibson. But Silhouettes, see it? Silhouettes by Teresa Kogut. Anyway, so there's 20 napkins in here. I'm giving those away as well with the little napkin holder. Anyways, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little napkin rings. So he will be selling that. Oh, and the best part. Did I show you this? A little ice bucket. How cute. Comes with the little tongies too. So that little cute Halloween set will also be available on my Etsy shop as soon as Ryan can list it. I just brought it to the studio today, so give him a couple days. But be watching for it, because this is it. Once this is gone, it's gone. So there's the Silhouettes set, and then he'll probably name this like Stars and Swirls, something like that. I don't know. So anyway, I'm excited for someone that entertains for Halloween to be able to use this stuff. Peace out. All right, so plans. On my immediate radar is to finish that punch needle, and then to finish the punch needle book, because I want to have that released in October, and I need to get that like to the printer and all that jazz. So that's my immediate radar, and then start really working on fully finishing all of the new releases and getting the directions written and the covers done and all of the things. So that's what I'm going to be doing September. It's going to be crazy busy. And then just continuing to clean my studio and getting things more organized, because I told you in the summer I was going to do a studio tour. Well, summer's coming to a close, so I'm not putting that pressure on myself. But when you're in the mode of cleaning, you just want to keep going. So I want to keep going. So probably before the year's end, I will be doing a studio tour. So that'll be really fun. All right. Oh, and then way future plans. Probably like sometime in the winter, first of next year or something. 2021, let's just say. I have a Spoonflower account, and I designed a fabric. I think it was a teddy bear fabric on there just to see what it was like, and I ordered a sample and I liked it, but then things got hairy and busy and crazy and I didn't go back to it. But I want to go back onto Spoonflower. I already have the account. I already have tons of paintings that would make great fabric. So my husband said, teach me how to do this in Photoshop. Some of it's ready to go, but some of it, like my newer art, you know, I would have to take motifs and kind of do a little toss and all that stuff. But I would also like to, you know, do some that would coordinate with some of my releases. You know, it would be cool to have some of the motifs, like let's say from Land That I Love, in a repeat pattern of some sort, that you could have a project bag made out of that. That way when you stitch Land That I Love, you have a matching project bag, you have the matching needle minder. Like, I'm excited about that. I think that would be super cool. Don't know when I'll find time to do it, and I think, you know, that's why Kevin said, teach me how to do it, I'll do it. So that's coming down the pike, but we're talking future. All right, moving on to giveaway Halloween fabric. So I cut some pieces of Halloween fabric. Now, forgive me, whoever wins, forgive me. I did not use a rotary cutter. I used scissors, and so it's kind of a hack job. But the pieces are plenty big to do some finishing with. I mean, you're not making a quilt out of these, but so there's one. And that's the same pattern, just in the gray and black. Then I gave a big piece of this. Since the motifs, or I guess it's the motifs on it, were the pattern was kind of big, I figured you need a bigger piece of that one. Then you get the stripe, and then you get a piece of the orange with the colored stars. This is orange, it's showing yellow on my camera, but it's, trust me, it's orange. And then another piece of the black with the gray stars. Okay, so all of those pieces of fabric are going to go to a lucky winner, and you had to say make good choices. So I'm going to insert the YouTube random comment picker here. All right, let's see who wins this week. And our winner is Paulette Lashley.
She said, making good choices is something we frequently say to our children in our Head Start program. I just love that vintage postcard print. It was my favorite. So congratulations, Paulette. Thank you, everyone, so much for making good choices and watching my FlosStube. Bye.
Congratulations, Paulette. That is so awesome. I am so happy for you. If you could please email me at teresakoga3@gmail.com. I will get this in the mail to you. And if I said that too fast or you didn't look up in time to see it on the screen, my email address is in the description box below. Okay, so this week we have this little prayer angel that I designed for Demdeco, and they made a little figurine out of it, and it was super, super cute. All right, so little prayer angel. On the back it says, "You stand the tallest when you're on your knees in prayer." Let's do our magic word this week is going to be prayer. So just as long as you mention prayer somewhere in your comment, you will be entered into a drawing for this handmade card that I created a long time ago. Like a really long time ago. But I love handmade stuff. So this card, I printed this print off. I should take it out so you can see it. Anyways, it's got the envelope, but this is the card itself. And can you see I stitched the print onto the paper? I actually used my sewing machine. And I made a bunch of these at one time because I used to do retail shows. So anyway, that will be your prize for next week. And all you have to do is say prayer in your comment. Okay. Last but not least, Chinese fortune teller Nanette McDougall Dykes. She said red 3-1. All right. R-E-D. No, she said red 1-3. 1. And number 3. Artist or designer spotlight. Okay, like I have done in the past, I am going to think about this, and then I will do a montage of this person's work and do a voiceover. That seems to work the best because otherwise I'm stuck here trying to think of something. So, and I need to go. It's like 3:30. Y'all, by the way, I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning. Could not get back to sleep. I could not sleep to save my life. And I laid there until about 3:15, and I'm like, well, this is stupid. I might as well be up getting stuff done. So I've been working since 3:30 this morning. And it's 3:30 now, so I've worked 12 hours, and I still got to edit this, and I got CW Live class tonight. It's a full day. Okay, so let me just say thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I'm glad some of you like these longer videos. Well, you must be loving me lately because my videos have been really long lately. But I've been showing you all that artwork, and that takes a lot of time. So anywho, thanks for being here. Keep the comments coming. Please don't forget to put the number, a color, and then a number, and then a number 1 through 4 for the Chinese fortune teller. We've had the artist spotlight, I think 3 weeks in a row now. We need something other than a 3 for that end number, if you could please, so we can mix it up. All right, anyways, have a great week and be safe, be well, and get lots of creative things done. Don't forget, create every day. Bye. Okay, just real quick. For the artist spotlight, I'm choosing my good friend, Deb Strain. Y'all, I know everyone has probably heard her name. If you haven't, you're going to learn a lot about her. I have an interview of her at my Gather Dream Create blog, so I will put a link to that in the description box below so you can go check that out. I don't remember what year it was. I'll put that also in the description box. It was years and years and years and years ago. It was, the quality is not that great. I think we did this over Skype. And I know at one point we lost half of the interview and then we had to redo it. She was so gracious to redo it. But Deb and I go way, way back. We both started in the Market Square gift shop wholesale industry at the same time. 1994, We didn't meet each other that year, but we met each other shortly after that, and we just became good friends. And when I go to Atlanta to the gift show, which I haven't been, I think it was just this past year I didn't go. That's the only time I get to see her now. And so it was really hard to not go this past January, because one of the main things I love about going to that show is meeting all my artist friends, you know, that I only get to see once a year. And her and I always share a room together. So it made me sad that I couldn't see her. But she's been designing for Moda since 1995. She is such an incredible artist, and she has the most generous spirit and gentle soul of any person I've ever met. She is the sweetest thing, and just gracious and kind. And she tours a lot, her and her husband. Her husband is retired, and they tour basically. And she goes to quilt guilds and quilt shops, and she does, you know, talks and then a Q&A, and she brings product and stuff like that. So, but she's been with Moda for, you know, forever, it seems like. And so you're probably familiar with her fabrics, and if not, go look in your stash, because more than likely you have some of her fabrics. You never know, you might even have some of mine. It's been a long time for me since I designed, but when I did design fabric, I designed a ton of it. Anyways, this is about Deb. You need to get to know her, and because you will love her if you don't know of her already. So having said that, I'm going to insert a bunch of her artwork. I am going to insert maybe some pictures of her and I together, if I can find them. And just keep your eyes peeled for her fabric. I know Fat Quarter Shop carries her fabric. But anyway, she's my buddy. So love her up. Deb and her husband Scott currently live in their new hometown of Yellow Springs, Ohio. With one of their 3 children on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and the third next door, life is filled with long-distance phone calls, traveling, and helping watch the twin grandsons that live next door. A designer for Moda Fabrics since 1996, Deb feels honored to have watched Moda's growth and success over the years. Deb says, Moda's integrity and genuine caring about quilters, the quilting industry, and their designers has always been part of why I love working with this wonderful company. That, and the best in the business members of the Moda family, have made it an incredible journey. Drawing and painting her fabric designs by hand, Deb has created over 100 collections since she began working with Moda. She loves working with different colors and patterns, and more intricate the better. A lifelong passion for art led Deb to teaching art before becoming a designer. Her artwork has been featured on many different products over the years: calendars, greeting cards, garden flags, books, frame prints, and more. Recently, she and Scott proudly launched a line of note cards for sewing and quilting enthusiasts titled So Noted. With traveling to see her children, creating new fabrics and collections, and other types of new art, Deb's life is happily filled with color, creativity, and lots of hugs.